Almost smelled like paint a little bit too. Hey y'all, it's Ebony. Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing okay today. So today's video is all about Zara fragrances. Now, as of recently, I have been obsessed with fragrances, perfumes, body mist, you name it. I'd like to thank TikTok and Instagram for this newfound addiction. But if you know anything about fragrances, perfumes, things like that, you know it can get a little pricey. This can be an expensive habit to upkeep, and around here we love a discount, we love savings. I found that Zara carries some fragrances that may be worthwhile to check out. Now, there is not a physical Zara near me, which is why I did not, test these before buying them. So all of these were blind buys, and I wanted to give you my opinion of these fragrances so that you can either test them for yourself, oh my god, wow, or skip them all together.
I don't like that.
So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So if you watch any of my previous fragrance videos, y'all will know I am not a fragrance enthusiast necessarily. I do not know how to really describe fragrances. I just know if they smell good or if they don't to me. So I am gonna be using Fragrantica to just give y'all some of the notes and things like that. Let's start with this fragrance. This one is called Woman Gold. This is by Zara, of course. And this one, the main accords are musky, vanilla, powdery, sweet, caramel, and fruity. This is a 3-ounce bottle. The price that I paid was $17.90. To me, is a clean fragrance. Actually, I was under the impression, like just looking at the bottle and looking at Zara's website, I thought it would be a warm fall scent, but this to me is clean. It's fruity. I don't really smell vanilla. I do smell like a little bit of the powdery notes of this, but not too much of that. Let's go back up to it. They say caramel. I don't smell that. It does smell sweet to me. Sweet, fruity, and then clean. Would I repurchase? Probably not. I think the price of this was good for the size that you get, 3 ounces for $17.90. That's a great price, but I don't think I would repurchase this. This I wear like out of the shower in the morning. I think this is a perfect fragrance for out of the shower, morning time. On my skin, this lasts, a decent amount of time. I would say 5 to 7 hours. I feel like obviously the longer that it's on, the closer that it sits to the skin. It doesn't really project that well. So I think that's decent for the price that you pay. I mean, I don't really expect a lot of lasting power from this, but again, I probably wouldn't buy it again. So yeah, that's that. Next scent we have here is Pink Flambé. The main accords for this one: citrus, woody, musky, powdery, amber, aromatic, fresh spice. This one is not very strong and does not last long. This is a really light scent, but it smells really good. It's even hard to kind of smell it here, so I'm gonna spray a little in the cap. I do get the citrus in here. I don't really get the woodiness, but I do get the powderiness. I take that back. I do kind of get some of the woodiness. To me, this is more of a spring scent. I did wear it, this fall because I wanted to test it. Obviously, I bought it, recently, so I wanted to test it. And it does smell good. This actually reminds me of Victoria's Secret's Tease. Tease to me is maybe a little softer, a little more powdery, but this one smells good. It does not last very long. This one to me lasts maybe like 4 hours, I would say. This was $10.90, so yeah, I mean, you don't really expect a lot from this. And this was a 1-ounce bottle. So yeah, definitely citrusy, definitely powdery, a little bit of that woodiness that I smell. Again, to me, more of a spring fragrance. Would I repurchase this? Probably not, just because it didn't really stand out to me. It doesn't really seem like, a fragrance that I need to have in my collection. I'm not upset that I bought it. It's just not something that I would buy again, really. But yeah, that's Pink Flambé. Next up we have Zara's Red Vanilla. This one, the main accords: fruity, sweet, vanilla, woody, patchouli, powdery, soft spice, iris, earthy, warm, spicy. This one I was really disappointed with because by the name, I thought it would be like a very warm vanilla fragrance. And I thought I was really gonna like it because I love vanilla fragrances. I think that's my favorite note in a fragrance. This one, to me, not very good. This one definitely has the spiciness. I smell no vanilla in this, like none. Definitely fruity, which again, red vanilla and it's fruity. Like, to me, that doesn't even make sense. I did not like the way that this went on. It smelled very earthy and woody to me when it went on, but it does dry down nicely. Again, it's a fruity scent. I think this can be worn in the, you know, fall, winter time. I don't mind wearing it. Also, this one is a 1 ounce bottle, and this also was $10.90. I would not repurchase this. This one, as far as lasting power on me, I would say it's about the same, 4 hours, maybe 4.5. And mind you, when I'm talking about the lasting power of these, I feel like I'm pretty generous now. I used to not be this way, but I'm pretty generous now when I spray perfume and fragrances on me, except at night. At nighttime, I use a lighter hand. I don't, you know, spray as much. But during the day, even though I work from home, I want to smell my fragrance when I put it on me, and I want my, you know, when my boyfriend hugs me and stuff, I want him to smell it. All of that was to say, you know, I do spray, you know, a generous amount, and still, even though I do, these don't really last that long. But again, you're paying $10, you're paying $17. I don't really expect a lot of lasting power from these. But this one, yeah, fruity, woody, spicy, sweet. I kind of was a little deceived by the name. I really don't smell any vanilla in that. Maybe my nose just isn't picking up on those subtle fragrances, but to me, yeah, that one definitely is not a repurchase. Next up, these two are more recent purchases from Zara. These have gotten a lot of hype online, on social media, and I wanted to try them out. So first up is Zara's Red Temptation, and I purchased this for $13.90. This one is 30 milliliters, so it is, let's see, 1 fluid ounce. And this one, I actually had to join the wait list to be notified when it would come back in stock. That's how popular it is right now. Yeah, let's get into the scent. The main accords: amber, mossy, earthy, citrus, sweet, woody, warm, spicy, powdery, animalic. Hey y'all, it's Ebony from the future, and I'm editing this video and I'm like, that don't sound right. Y'all, it's animalic. The Virgo in me would not let that slide, so I just had to come correct myself. Okay, back to the video. And musky. And if you guys don't know, the reason why this is so popular is because people say this is a dupe for Bacarat Rouge 540. I've never owned that, never smelt it, so I can't tell you guys if it is a dupe for that or not. I would encourage you to go on TikTok or Instagram to, you know, search this particular scent and to, you know, have people compare, people who actually do have those two fragrances. Check out their comparisons. But as far as me and what I know about this fragrance, this one, the dry down, amazing. The dry down goes like a mature but fruity scent. It does have a little bit of that earthiness and woodiness in the dry down. Wow, the initial sprays of this is very, very, very earthy, very mossy. When I seen that mossy was the second, you know, highest the second listed accord in this, I said I see why. It, to me, almost smelled like paint a little bit too. It was like something in there smells like very strong, like paint. I thought I really didn't like this at first when I first got it, because I'm like, I don't like the way that this smells when it first goes on. But after it dries down, you get more of that sweetness. You get a nice blend of the sweet and spiciness of this perfume. It's really hard to describe this fragrance though, but that's really what I smell. Definitely a fall winter scent or a nighttime scent. Like I said, it's very mature, but in a good way. Actually, in smelling this, I was like, what, why does this smell so familiar? Like, it just smelled so familiar to me. And I also was trying to figure out how to layer this, because I didn't think I had anything in my collection as far as like lotions to layer it with. And in searching how to layer this, they said Into the Stars, and I had this already. I'm like, this does smell like these smell very, very similar. Into the Stars is by Bath and Body Works. I have the travel size version, and I use this with a very light hand because this is very strong and I feel like this can be almost offensive. This is a 3-ounce bottle. I'm not sure how much this would cost, but it's on Bath & Body Works. I'll probably put a picture up so y'all can see. And this one is a 1-ounce bottle, and these smell very similar. This one to me is a little more sweet. I like this one better just because it's a little sweeter. I have tried these with each other, smell great together. But I think I do like that, you know, this one has that earthiness, woodiness. It kind of like balances out the sweet, doesn't make it like, you know, nauseatingly sweet. But I like this. And then I was smelling the cap of this one day, and I'm like, I feel like I have something else in my collection that smells like this. Y'all, I sniffed this cap. I was like, this smells like this. This is the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 68. This one is the Brazilian Jasmine and Pink Dragon Fruit. This smells similar to this, not a, you know, exact dupe in my opinion. This one to me is a little more sweet as well, but also alcohol-y, but it smells good. That especially on the dry down, it smells good. There are, you know, different reasonable price points depending on, you know, what you like and what smells and notes that you like. Again, I think these two are more sweet. This one a little more earthy and woody, but essentially they all are the same scent, just not an exact dupe, but smell very similar. This one to me was the longest lasting fragrance. I wore this on its own when I initially tried it, and to me, out of all the Zara fragrances that I have recently purchased, this was the longest lasting. It lasts about a good 8-9 hours, probably a little longer because I work 10-hour days, and I was able to smell this on my clothes even after my shift, and throughout the day I would like get whiffs of this fragrance as I, you know, was working and stuff like that. So I do think this one is worth it. Would I buy it again? I think I would. Last but not least, and I think this one is my favorite of the bunch, this is Zara's Golden Decade. This is supposed to be a dupe for YSL Libre. I see some people say it's a dupe for Libre Intense. I see some people say that it's a dupe for the Libre Eau de Parfum. I only own the Eau de Parfum. I have smelled the Libre Intense, but I wasn't a fan of it. I'm a fan of this one. Okay, main accords: white floral, vanilla, citrus, lavender, sweet, powdery. I think it's all those things. It definitely smells floral. I do smell like the vanilla warmness of it, powdery when it dries down, yes. A little bit of the lavender. As far as a comparison for the Eau de Parfum, I think the Eau de Parfum is a little sweeter. And obviously there's a difference in the lasting power. One is a designer perfume, whereas one is, you know, a Zara perfume. This one was the most expensive. This was $29.90. As far as the lasting power, this one lasted me maybe like 6 hours, 6-7. I think it's great to layer with the YSL Libre Eau de Parfum. I also have the YSL Le Parfum. I think that those layer great together. I was very satisfied with this purchase. You definitely get sweetness in this one from that lavender, but you get like a warm sweetness. Again, they call this like a warm floral. At least the Libre Parfum, they call it a warm floral. This one, very warm, very flattering for fall, winter time. And then I know some people say that they do not wear the Libre during the warmer months because just the way that this, you know, smells, it just doesn't work very well with the warmer months. So I would say now, if you're interested in trying this, definitely try this one while we're in the cooler months, just so you can see if you like it. I really love this fragrance. I think it's great to wear on its own, with Libre, with other perfumes and fragrances. To close out this video, I wanted to rate all these for y'all. If I was rating them on just smell and, you know, my favorites, the Golden Decade would come in first place, Red Temptation would come in second place, Pink Flambé would come in third place, Woman Gold fourth, and last place would be Red Vanilla. I would definitely repurchase these two fragrances. I encourage you to try these out of all that I tried today. I also heard that Rose Gourmand is a good fragrance to look into. and ebony wood is a good fragrance to look into. I'm interested in trying ebony wood. I think that would be more up my alley. I would try rose gourmand. I think that would be one. Actually, I think both of those would be fragrances that I would want to smell before purchasing them, because I don't believe that you can return Zara perfumes. However, I do think if you were to blind buy any, definitely these two. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And yeah, let me know if you're interested in trying any Zara perfumes. If you have tried any Zara perfumes, let me know which ones are your favorite. I hope to see y'all in my next one, and until next time, y'all, peace.